I thought I was the dad, but my girlfriend hid her affair during pregnancy. I only found out the baby isn't mine after he was born. I am 28 and I have been with my girlfriend, 25, for just about 2 years. The relationship was good, and then she tells me she's pregnant. For the most part, I'm careful, and she said she was on birth control. I was skeptical, but went to an appointment. I figured it was just one of those things life throws at us. I always wanted a family, so even though this was not how I wanted to begin, I was overjoyed. We're past the first trimester, and I have her move in at her insistence. Insert red flag I missed. We're planning what we will do work-wise and how to set up the baby's room. She is pretty insistent she will go back to work, but be able to stay home. She swears she can make it work. I go to every appointment with her. Things are still good. We're in the third trimester, and I make my schedule work to still go to every appointment. Up until this point, I had been at each appointment in its entirety. This one appointment, she's asked me to wait so she can talk to the doctor first. I'm super concerned that something is wrong with the baby, and she didn't want me to hear. I go in, and the checkup is done. Everything looks good. My girlfriend brushes off my concern over why I couldn't be there for all of it. Another red flag. We're about a month and a half from the due date, and I notice her being kind of secretive with phone calls and texts. She tells me it's work and it's confidential, etc. My antenna is now up, so I try to get looks at her phone. She's got Snapchat and Kik. I find it strange, but don't confront her. The baby is born, and I'm overwhelmed with emotion. The child is perfect, and things went fine. Then comes the part where they want me to go on the birth certificate. My girlfriend becomes really insistent about it. She's constantly asking me to do it, and seems way more anxious I've ever seen her. This one was the red flag I didn't miss. I don't do it. We have an argument, but she stops pushing. I think it's because she knows how suspect it looks already. We're home, and she has to go tend to the baby after it woke up. I notice she set her phone down to go to the baby. I couldn't help it and looked. It was still unlocked. I start looking for texts or calls. I then find a whole conversation on Kik with a guy. All the updates of her appointments. Pictures of her and the baby. Then I see it. The place she says she thinks it's his child. I confront her, and she apologizes. She admits the baby could be mine or someone else, but she thinks it's mine. I demand a paternity test and leave. It's been about a week since the confrontation. The results came in yesterday, and the baby isn't mine. She's gone to live with her mother. Here's the best part. It took me a lot of digging, seeing as all I had were usernames when she talked to him, but I discovered that the father is her boss. The secrecy was for him. The boss with a wife and 4 kids in middle and high school. I found the wife on Facebook and sent her all I had, including texts from my girlfriend saying it's his. I'm heartbroken so many ways. I'm lucky in a lot of ways here, but I'm so hurt. This has completely changed my whole outlook. I'm bitter, angry, and untrusting. I have no idea how to recover from this. Best comments. I'm sorry. Dodge a huge bullet. That poor wife of the AP. Glad you told her. At least you're not tied to her like the AP's wife is tied to him. Literally no contact with your ex. She is trash of the highest order. I did dodge a bullet, but it hurts like hell. I'm thankful I could go no contact and not worry about a divorce or anything. I'm glad I waited on proposing, even though she was dropping hints all over. I applaud you for listening to your gut and taking action. A lot of people make the mistake of ignoring the red flags and end up investing more of themselves and their time, only to get blindsided at some point. I would also like to applaud you for letting the other wife know. She deserved to. You dumped her and exposed her affair and child to the AP's wife. Good job. Now, take your time to grieve your loss. Look after yourself and realize that you were fooled by who she lied to you to be and that none of this is your fault. Then take another moment to think how lucky you are to have dodged this bullet. It doesn't feel like it, but you were darn lucky. It could have gone down way worse and cost you years of your life and a child you have already raised. Update number 1, 17 days later. I've still not spoken to her. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm conflicted because I still bonded with that baby. Yet I am not the father. That is painful. She still tries to contact me, but I won't talk to her. On to the guy who is the father. I told his wife. She didn't respond immediately. I found out through my ex that he lost his job. There's some justice in the world. He won't have anything to do with my ex. He blames her for the mess he's currently in. His wife contacted me over a week later. She apologized for what I went through. She was still in shock, I guess. She kicked him out, but I have no idea where he went. Their kids know about the affair. Everyone knows. My ex still works there, but is in the process to find a new job, seeing as literally everyone knows what happened now. I'm still in shock and still heartbroken. This holiday will be tough and sad for me. I know there's hope. I know it will get better. This shook me to my core, and I don't know how long it'll take. I'm ready to swear off any relationship ever again. Best comments. Assuming she took all her stuff with her when she moved back to her parents' home, there is no good reason to talk to her anymore. You will do yourself a big favor if you work out what is going on in your head with a therapist. In the meantime, you're obviously a great guy. You rescheduled your whole life around your ex's prenatal appointments. You work hard at your job, and you were smart enough to catch that last red flag before you signed any birth certificate. You are also plenty young enough to start all over from scratch, have a long-lasting and satisfying relationship, and even have your own kids. Feel your feelings now. Resolve everything as best as you can, and when you're not really looking, something will come your way. As bad as this ordeal has been for you, and it certainly has, be thankful you did not put your name on the birth certificate. Be thankful that her ruse was uncovered and that she is now stuck living with the consequences of her actions, and none of the blame can be attributed to you in any way. What a deceived human being. I feel so sad for the child. As do I. That's the one piece that bothers me most. I was ready to give my all to that baby.